Namaste. Welcome to this series on foundational concepts of Sanatana Dharma. Today we are going to look at what is called the Shad Darshana, or the six perspectives of reality, or it's popularly called the six philosophical systems. When you look at Western philosophy, there are various ways to categorize them into metaphysics, into epistemology or axiology, and there have been various philosophers and who have presented diverse perspectives of reality, and Western philosophy is categorized that way. So when we look at Sanatana Dharma, you have fundamentally two ways of classifying these philosophical systems. One is the Astika, which takes the Vedas to be the authority, which subscribe to the Vedas, which draw insights from the Vedas. And the second one is Nastika, which reject the authority of the Vedas. So when we say Shad Darshana, or the six philosophical systems, they very much come under the Astika system, where they draw their insights from the Vedas. So the six systems include Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Purva Mimamsa, and Uttara Mimamsa or Vedanta. So Nyaya is a very, very rigorous system of logic. So how do you make sense of reality? Through the systems of rules and logic. Going into the process of inquiry, argumentation. And Vaisheshika is basically looking at the world through the perspective of 9 realities or dravyas. Earth, water, light, air, ether, time, space, Atman and Manas. So these are two complementary ways of looking at reality. The Sankhya system looks at the world or reality or the universe through 25 tattvas, of which the primary ones include the Purusha and Prakriti. So that is what Sankhya is about. Yoga also draws certain insights very similar to the Sankhya system, but it talks about Chitta Vritti Nirodha, or the state of Samadhi. So it's a very action-oriented system, it's a very practice-oriented system, which talks about Ashtanga Yoga, 8 limbs of yoga, which we will look at sometime later, which all include a set of practices, set of self-disciplines in order to attain higher states of consciousness, that which is Samadhi. And Mimamsa, or what you call as Purva Mimamsa, goes into very, very deep details of the right way to perform Vedic rites and rituals in order to attain moksha. So through the process of adhering to the Vedic practices, how does one attain moksha? Of course, the ultimate goal of all these systems is to do with liberation, and each system calls it in a different way. When you're exposed to the text, you will know Yoga talks about Kaivalya, Vedanta talks about moksha. Vedanta refers to the end portion of the Vedas or the Upanishads. They talk about the knowledge that is derived from the Vedas in understanding who we really are in terms of the Atman and the Paramatman, or the expansive Brahman. So depending on whether it is Advaita Vedanta or Vishishta Advaita or Dvaita, the view of Jivatman and Paramatman change. So we have looked at the 6 philosophical systems in terms of Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Mimamsa and Vedanta. Namaste.